Welcome back to the NASDAQ Sniper Academy. In today's video, you're going to see pre-market analysis. Today is June 2nd, 2026. I took a break even on this trade, but if you watch closely, you'll see how I am able to spot what the market's going to do before it does it. I was off by only 4 points. I predicted the market would pull back into this fair value gap and then reverse at 30,420. It reversed at 30,424. Let's take a look. You can see what I did right and see what I did wrong, and hopefully this will help your trading. Let's take a look.
15-minute parent strong and have to break this line, which hasn't even really. More than likely, price is going to come down here into this fair value gap. Right here. It's my prediction. Price will come down to 420. Right. Yep. Probably right there. And then proceed upwards. But we'll see. So yeah, this is strange, right? Let's have fun.
Order filled.
Let's do a sell. How come I... Oh. Well, let's see if we get a rejection off that. Yeah, might as well. I'll put it above here in case it wants to come into this gap. But now, if we get a 2-minute power bar off the parent, then we got to play that. So, and then we'll switch our bias and we'll hopefully get our money back. So we'll find out what's happening here. And the market opens, folks. 15 seconds. We want price to just tank, come on down to the Paradise City. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, in 1 second. And we are off. All right, let's see what's going to happen here, folks. So far, we got a strong move here. It'd be nice to get a power bar, a red power bar. How about that? Let's go to the 2-minute, folks. All right. Well, so far my stop according to structure is held up. The market is open. It's only the first 30 seconds. So now I'm looking, I got this 5-minute parent. I got the 15-minute parent down here. So I really don't like anything because I don't like how it's probably going to bounce back and forth. It could just be a rangy day and I might just stop out. Maybe at break even or take a small loss and be done for the day if that's the case. So, but if we can break, we can break this. If this power bar, if this bar takes out all of these, see, it's not yet, right? It's not finished. So we still don't do anything. It's still not a full power bar yet because I'm looking at the clock. We got 40 seconds left, right? This bar cannot be pushing up wicks like that. That's not good. That's not good for a power bar. That means rangy chop day. But if this thing keeps flushing down, we get about 75-80% of this candle. It's just bad all the way around, folks. Because look, you got the 5-minute parent right here. It's just ugly. This kind of you know, this kind of day, it's not pretty because it looked like, and then by power off the 5-minute parent. You know what I'm saying? So now I'll just bring this to here. I just switched it to the 1-minute chart to see what I'm looking at. You know, I don't like it. So I don't necessarily I mean, it was a little bit of a wick at the. What I don't like is this 5-minute and 15-minute parent. Look at this, which is the 200 SMA for those who don't know. But if you're in my school, you should know. But if we break down through this, then we're looking good. We forgot to do the 5-minute ORB, folks. I apologize. My God, we're having so much fun. All right, so the 5-minute ORB. Let's draw this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5-minute ORB, boy, that's a huge space, right? 100 points. Is a break, retest, and then go would be the 5-minute ORB, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So let's mark this off, right? All right. So here's how you play the 5-minute ORB. You would play it. I would be selling. Oops. Oh, crap. I guess here.
Order filled.
All right. So I just added, right? Because the 5-minute ORB is break, retest, and then go. Break out. Break out before you get bum rushed at the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West, Wild West. Right? So now, this is the 1 minute. So now it broke the 5-minute ORB, break, retest, and go. That's how you play it. So, I added way down here, right? But I just want to show you guys how that is 5-minute ORB is supposed to be played. If I get see that, folks? That's how it's supposed to be played. All right, so now that we did the 5-minute ORB for you, now that we're breaking, we got a 5 fair value gap right here. So maybe I'll just take one here. And let the rest ride. Well, it's not looking good. Looks like we get a break even. It's fun. Fun. 15-minute parent. Oh yeah. Oh, it did fill this gap it did come into this. Fair value gap. Remember I told you? Fair value gap right here. Oh man, I was off. I was supposed to be right here in the middle of this thing. Because I knew it would get a push right there. Well, I think I might be out. We'll see how this works. Yeah, that's where I was supposed to take profit, folks. So you can learn from my mistakes too. Sometimes, man, entries are great, but you have to know where to exit as well. That's why fair value gaps are very important. I was at the bottom of it, and I lost my focus. We knew we'd get a big push here inside this fair value gap, and that's what it did. So hopefully it's only a push and not a reversal, but that's a pretty strong push. So looks like that's it for me, and looks like I'm going to be done for the day. Unless this thing turns around and gets heavy. Let's watch it close. Look how close I am. Let me make sure I'm above this candle. Right at break even. Yeah, I misplaced my. That's too bad because I saw that spot really good.
Stop filled.
This is the funny. Listen, this is funny. It's just funny. All right. Well, that's how you have $200 and then you have nothing. You have to watch the fair value gaps. All right. So what we learned today? You learned that the NASDAQ sniper can get sloppy because I knew, I knew this fair value gap was right here. I knew that if I was a bull, I'd be buying in here. I placed it here, but then I had my take profit a little bit too low. I wasn't paying attention. Price came into this fair value gap and took off. And, I had it all drawn, so it wasn't like I wasn't shocked by what happened. I was actually had it drawn. I was prepared for it, and then it slipped my mind. I wasn't in halfway. I was at the bottom of it. So, yeah, that's how that goes. All right, folks. Well, at least you got to see something. Hopefully you learned something. I don't know. But that's it for me today, folks. And, man, yeah, I knew this fair value gap was it. All right. Happy trading. God bless.